Yes, what people are saying is black culture or deeming as black culture is really a conglomeration of different cultures, different inspirations.
Wow. Okay, you're saying that it's a conglomeration. What is Puerto Rican music? What is Latino music? Is it a conglomeration or it was not influenced by anybody? What is that?
My internet went out again. What did you say about Latino? What do you mean?
What is salsa?
Those specific songs with that percussion that made it, and those same songs were incorporated to what we know as hip hop, the beats today and things like that. So,
I mean, one of the most famous, 1979 hits. We have a famous record that comes out, the Sugar Hill Gang, and they're playing to Good Times, and then we find out that one of the lead singers in Good Times is a Puerto Rican.
Yes.
Speak
this
to
is
her.
not a theme, okay? Now, I did bring that video out, and because, you keep hearing, oh, the Sugar Hill Gang, we didn't need any Puerto Ricans, we didn't need any Caribbean influence. As a matter of fact, the majority of that band Chic, as we know it, is, Caribbean. So you have Good Times. You have one of the lead singers. And people want to bring forth, oh, well, Norma Jean Wright and this, that. But you know what? Her and Norma Jean Wright were in a band before they were with Chic. And to be quite honest with you, she was Lucy Martin. She was the main person. People loved her. You know what I mean? And she had a little rhythm and everything like that. But she's Boricua. She's very proud of her heritage. She is straight up Boricua. And mind you, in the intro of Good Times, when you hear the opening glissando, that's Rob Sabino. He's Boricua. He's a Puerto Rican. He's the one that created that.
It was at this moment that he knew. She fucked up.
Wait, it gets worse.
She was Lucy Martin. She was the main person.
Bernard and I were smart enough to put the image of the black women up front. The image of the black women up front, even though it was our band, and we hired them. We got the deal on our own. People don't know that Luther Vandross was the guy who sang on all our records. Like every single record we put out, up until Good Times, Luther did all of it. And
we would just sit and we would talk, and he was always teaching, always working on the vocal. And Fonzie and I were speaking, and we said that we all went to Luther Vandross University, because that's what it was like. Norma, I know you had the same experience.
So true, because had Luther not been with us when Chic was started, in reference to really kind of translating at times what Nile and Bernard wanted, because they were musicians, but he was the vocal guy. And we often say he was the architect of Chic's sound.
Vocal sound, absolutely.
I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, that's Luther. And then after he left, it was Fonzie Thornton. But
Good Times is centered around a classic dance party refrain sung by Fonzie Thornton, Alpha Anderson, and Michelle Cobbs. Good times, these are good times. Leave your cares behind.
so Luther would bring in the right vocalist, the right vocal session to do our records. So on some of our songs, we would have the two main girls in Chic sing those songs, but the singles were almost always exclusively done by Luther. And even though his crew would be on every record, his singers would sing the lead vocal too. That's why Chic is known for what we call gang vocals. We have a lot of people singing one song.
That's Luther, bringing us all together and making us gel as a unit.
And with the music, all I can say is I've been blessed. Now I know half your studio audience probably doesn't even know who the hell who I am and who they're listening to. So just to go back and give them a little bit of history, I started with the group. First it was Norma, then Alpha, Tony, and Nana. I went and auditioned. Norma brought me into the group. I went and auditioned. Norma brought me into the group. And at the time, Alpha, who was another one of my partners, was singing with Luther. And Luther at that time did all background sessions for all the majors. So she was involved from the beginning as well, but she wasn't part of the group. It wasn't until Norma left to do her own solo career, and the rest went on to be history.
So you're a liar.